Hey everybody, Corey down here with another Winning the Weekly episode. This week is going to be Pitch Black, the first run through, and today's date is May 4th, 2023. And let's see what we got here. Characters are going to be Bree, Reginald, Thuls, and Malukah. And the weekly modifiers are going to be Darkest Night, where dark charges explode at the end of turn. This is pretty damaging on enemies, but also very damaging on your own heroes. This does take into account dark resistances, so the more you have, the more it's going to do, so it might even be better to pop your dark at the end on purpose, so you're not taking that extra damage every turn. Smart Heroes is very good because you level faster. You'll be level 5 like halfway through Act 2, which is pretty awesome. Fast Monsters, kind of bad. Vulnerable Monsters, all monsters resistances minus 15%, which is good. And Ironclad Monsters, monster damage taken minus 3, which is pretty bad. Especially for somebody like Thuls who has a lot of small damage weapons. But let's bring up the capstone cards for this week. I changed the format a little bit. I hope it's easier to read. So let me pop that up here. Oop, get my face out of there. Alright, so the packs at the top are going to be ones without rerolls, and the packs at the bottom are after a reroll. And I've highlighted the packs in pink that I think are almost auto takes, and blue are good takes. So going over Bree here for a second, the commander pack in the bottom left is the one I would definitely take, and you're going to want to take fast or plus fast perks with that as well, just because that push forward is so good in setting up your heroes and getting that dark stacks on before the enemy has a chance to go. So you'll be doing the poison or the exploding dark damage before the enemy's going to go and just ignore it, or you'll have to wait another turn. That's what I mean. I do like that 7-cost Citadel in emergencies, but the main thing I'm wanting in that random pack is the throw bolas to shackle an enemy. Destroyer packs are highlighted there because Wrecking Ball is kind of fun to use. And the Brawler pack is there for the 1-cost Headbutt, which is just like a 1-cost for thing of slow. And the Warlord's just also there for cheap 0-cost skill and barbed wire. Alright, let's go over to Reginald, who's the next in line. I usually build Reginald as a holy DPS in this for one, and Justicar is almost always an auto pick, and then I usually do Crusader and Saint after a reroll for the Holy Storm, Holy Nova, Flash, and then the Dawn Light. And then I think Protector's a good choice just because that is that Anthem of Hope there. Courage is going to reduce the damage you take from the end of turn Dark Explosions, and also just might get a lot of damage later on as once you get farther in. And then that random pack is also interesting because it comes with Unholy Storm and a free Dawnlight cast, so consider that. Baptism, you can do some silly things if you spec out for Healing Rains on Malukah, so probably gonna be wanting to take that card out. Now Thuls is kind of hard to play this week. He's got a lot of poison, but I'm going to stick to the game plan of heavy stealth and sharpening himself. And unfortunately, there's no sharpening knives this week, and there's not really many on the map, but the reason I'm going to pick Ninja here is because Fan of Knives is pretty good anyways. You can pick between the top or the bottom. I'm also going to highlight that you usually want stealth when you're building tools this week, because on the second map there's an Assassin's Tools you can pick up, and when you pick up that Assassin's Tools, it'll pretty much carry you through the game. I like that Fencer for the 4-cost Blade Dance is pretty good. It's high damage, and if you're stealth or have a high stacks or a high amount of stacks of stealth, it does a lot of damage. It also pairs well with Bree's Powerful going to you as well. Galandril I put as an auto pick as well because of the Wicked Craftsman that's there, and Sawblade's pretty good too. With the Wicked Craftsman, there is a pretty easy accessible altar you're going to want to get to. And you're going to want to change that to the different version where you can actually pick the weapon and put it into your hand. Gold for Chain of Accuracy. Those other two cards you'll probably want to take out first chance you get. And yeah, that would be Thuls' draft. And then Malukah's draft, you can usually do her dark damage is enough to keep everybody healed up. Or you can put her into full healing mode, which either or. Even if you're in full healing mode, I'd still go Heretic for the Condemnation, because applying Dark Stacks to everything for 3 damage, or for 3 energy, is a lot of healing. And you also get that vampiric touch for self-healing. But shamans are good choices because the healing rain picks synergizes with their level 2. Friar, I like for the Anthem of Hopes, and I think I like the rerolled Friar a lot better because that Ray of Hope dispels darkness and insanity, and when you're facing near at the end, you can dispel dark, insanity, and then the third dispel from her level 5, if you pick that dispel passive, is going to dispel weakness on every other third turn for near, which is really awesome. Then Zealot's a good pick for Ruin Bolt, Profane, and Fanaticism. I know people don't like to use self-damage cards, so don't pick that if you don't want to. Random is actually pretty interesting in a heal build, because you get 2 big AoE healing cards, and Guardian Angel is also a healing spell. That's pretty amazing. And then Divine Power is pretty good. Another Healing Rain's never bad. And then Foresight, a free damage card, isn't bad as well. And you can also pick that Sanctuary if you want it over, like, Condemnation. And then this is just highlighting the map. The second act, there is a really good shop where you can get some very premium items in that Cursed Dagger at the top left, Chalice of Kings for Reginald, Assassin's Tools for Thuls, which breaks the game, and a Stainless Cuirass for your front line. Let me go over to back to the game, and I'm going to show you a pretty good draft I've come up with and how to pick everybody's perks. Alright, and here is the sample draft. We are going to lock in this random pack and then hit the reroll packs button and grab this commander and also this brawler for the headbutt. Lock in this push forward because it is amazing. And then with Bree, you're going to want speed, fast, powerful, and either vitality, vulnerability, or slow, depending on what you think you'll need most. I think I'm going to go vulnerability because I plan on upgrading my Thunder armor and maybe picking up a few more vulnerable. Reginald, I am going to lock in this first Justicar and then reroll everything. And we're going to pick up the Saint for the 0 cost Downlight, and Crusader for the Holy Storm and Holy Nova. And then lock in this Justicar, very good. Speed, Holy, Sanctify, and doesn't really matter for the last one, so we'll just go HP, give him a little bit more survivability. As for Thuls, we are going to get this... do we go for the ninja now, or do we go for the ninja later? I think the later ninja is a bit more fun, even though it's harder to play. I'm going to grab this Fencer for the 4 cost, reroll, get this ninja for the Sneaky Strike and Blur, and then the Scoundrel here, because you want the Wicked Craftsman, and you want to head to the altar in the middle of the first map and upgrade to this yellow version, where you can usually discover a sharpening knife and put it in your hand and get a ton of sharp. But yeah, you're not going to find much sharp early on, but it'll start coming when you pick up sharpening knives and go for cards that give sharp. Like I said, there's an assassin tool on the second map that you're going to want to pick up, and once you pick up that assassin's tools, your sharpening knives are going to scale out of the world, or scale out of this world. So, speed, stealth, sharp, powerful, since he applies powerful on himself with his level 3. Now, Malukah, I'm going to lock in this random pack, and then this Zealot pack for the Fanaticism, Profane, Ruin Bolt. Friar is also a pretty good choice. Actually, no, I'm going to spec her a little more into healing, so we're going to reroll this. Go for this Heretic, and we are also going to pick up this Friar, so we can get the Dispel Darkness, Apply Courage, and Group Courage. And then we're going to pick up this Heretic for AoE, Dark, and Decay. So when we're going Dark, or Malukah, we almost always want to pick Dark. Speed, of course, because I like speed. There's a Dark Flame Ring if you're going DPS Malukah, so you can actually pick up this fire and do a little bit more fire damage. But I'm usually going to pick up the Vitality and Regeneration. Or, you don't even need Regeneration most times, you can go with like max HP. And then for the items, you don't get really that many good choices. Reginald, instead of this, I usually like taking the Carp, because I like having him drawing every other turn, since he's going to be a big DPS. And then I don't think any other weapon's good for anybody else, so I'm going to pass on everything, get all the gold. And then, of course, you want this altar right here in the middle because you're going to upgrade your cards and change them around to fit you better. Just make sure you upgrade Thuls' Wicked Craftsman is the big thing, and changing Reginald's flashes to draw is going to be really good as well. But yeah, that'll be it. Good luck winning the weekly. Brush your teeth. Take care of yourselves. Have a great time. And let me know if you're struggling, and I'll see what I can do to help. Bye.